What's up? This is Kevin from Classic Game Room, and today we are playing with power. Oh yeah, this is it, the Nintendo Zapper. So yeah, this thing's great. Released in 1984 in Japan and 1985 in the United States with the launch of the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Zapper is pretty great. It's definitely went on to become one of the most iconic and popular light guns of all time, and for pretty good reasons. So here's a quick history lesson, kids. The first light gun game was actually released in 1936. It seems ridiculous, but yeah, of course it was a duck shooting game, go figure. But Sega fans might also like to know that their first successful game was a light gun game called Periscope that was released in 1966. And you're shooting cardboard ships, and it was actually the first arcade game that cost a quarter, a whopping 25 cents. So Nintendo started getting into the light gun scene in the 70s, their most famous example being Wild Gunman, pretty crazy arcade game, you might know that from a certain movie. And of course, that all culminated in the design of the Zapper, this beastly light gun. So yeah, it's pretty cool, it's kind of futuristic looking. The Japanese version of the Zapper actually looks just like a revolver. It's black with a wood handle, which is kind of intense. This happens to be the re-released version of the Zapper that was re-released after 1989. In the US, they had some new laws based on toy guns that basically had to be bright orange or crazy looking. So this is the bright orange Zapper. The original Zapper was had a darker gray on these orange parts and actually a red trigger. So, but that's the only difference there. But anyways, this has a great simple design to it. Most importantly, the trigger feels great, sounds great. I mean, that sound is, man, that wraps up my childhood right there. And the sight actually works pretty well. You've got a sight on top there. The gun is really durable, and to get technical on how the light gun actually works, the Zapper actually receives light through the barrel. It doesn't shoot anything. Sorry to disappoint you. There's no lasers coming out of the Zapper. But yeah, watch your screen next time you're playing Duck Hunt. You'll notice when you pull the trigger that the screen kind of blacks out and there's these little white squares where the targets are. So those white squares come back into the light gun, and that's how it knows if you registered a hit or not. So that's kind of cool. It's pretty neat technology for sure. So I guess maybe the only main problem with the Zapper these days is that it doesn't work with LCD or plasma screen TVs. So if you have a new TV, this thing won't do the trick. So if there's any reason to hang on to your old CRT monitors, it's for this bad boy, the Zapper. Pull! Yeah! Yeah, who's playing with power now?